Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to make a Labubu rainbow. So a lot of the Labubus have like a rainbow tie-dye look, and I'm going to show you how to do it with just the primary colors. And we're using markers and just plain water with a brush, and we'll make it look like paint and blend it nicely so it looks like some nice tie-dye fur on our Labubu. So I have my whole Labubu drawn here. I'm only going to use the primary colors, which are red, blue, and yellow. But to get a rainbow, I want to also get green and purple and orange, which are the secondary colors. But I can do that by just using the primary colors. So I'll show you how. So I am going to start with the lightest one, which is yellow. And I'm just gonna do his fur. The rest of him I could do, like his skin is like a peach color. So I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna do his fur to show you how to do it in a rainbow way. So I'm gonna take my yellow marker first, and I am just gonna scribble some blobs of yellow on him, kind of spaced out from each other. Do some on his ears too, because his ears are furry. All right, maybe one more yellow in the middle here. And maybe one on this leg. All right, so I have yellow done. Next I'm gonna do red. And the reason I'm doing it in this order is because if I colored with blue first, and then if I accidentally colored with my yellow marker over the blue, my yellow marker would turn green, and that would kind of ruin the marker. So that's why I'm starting with the lightest and going to the darkest. So with my red marker, I'm gonna draw only on a scribble blob on one side of each of the yellow blobs. So I'm not gonna like cover it really, just touch the two blobs together with the red. So I'm not trying to like color over the yellow, I'm just coloring space next to it. I'm gonna try to space this out too. And I'm gonna end up coloring over all the white space with just my 3 colors. So I know that I only have one more color to do after this, which is blue. So I'm gonna make sure that I do a lot of the red, but also leave room for the blue. There we go. Do a little bit more right here. Maybe some on this arm. Maybe a little bit right there. All right, so now everywhere that it's white, I'm just gonna cap my red marker and put it away. Everywhere that it's white on his fur, I'm gonna do blue. And I'm not gonna color over the yellow or the red. I'm just gonna color that white space in between the yellow and the red. And it's okay if I go over it just a little bit, but I'm not trying to. And it's okay if I color in kind of a scribbly way because of what I'm gonna do next. So far I really only have yellow, red, and blue, which are the primary colors. Just wanna make sure I get all the white space because I want him to be bright and rainbowy, but not, I don't want him to have any white on him, just rainbow colors. I'm gonna leave his hands and his face because those are like a peach color, and I can do that later with a marker. Oh, and the ears. There we go. So here, all the white space. So now I'm gonna look back at it. I might ask the person next to me, if there was someone next to me, did I get all the white space? And I did, except for his feet, his hands, his face, and his ears. So now I am going to take my water and my brush, and I'm just gonna get some water on my brush, and then I'm just gonna get the extra drips off. Then I'm gonna go over top of all the yellow blobs only, and I'm just gonna wet with my brush just the yellow blobs only at this time. So yellow blob, and then I'm gonna rinse my brush. Yellow blob, rinse my brush. Yellow blob, rinse my brush. Yellow blob, rinse my brush. Yellow, rinse. The reason I'm rinsing it is because you're seeing that I'm accidentally touching some of the blue, and I'm getting that secondary color that I was looking for, which is green. And I don't want to paint all the yellow parts green, so that's why I'm just wetting the yellow spots and then rinsing my brush each time. Just want to get the yellow spots first. I think I missed this one. Yellow, let me rinse. Yellow, yellow, rinse, yellow. All right, so I think I've gotten all the yellow spots. Next, I'm gonna do the red ones. So I rinse my brush before I go to the red. So now I'm just gonna wet the red ones. Rinse, red, 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 rinse, and red, rinse. All right, so I'm seeing that I'm starting to get some secondary colors. I am seeing that the blue is kind of creeping into the yellow and making green. I am going to now do the blue parts. So that's my last part. So I'm just gonna go through here and wet just the blue. I'm not painting over any of the other ones that I already did, just wetting the blue. And when the colors are next to each other and they're wet, they kind of blend or bleed into each other, which makes some magic happen, which makes the secondary colors of purple and green. So again, I'm just wetting the blue here. I'm not painting over my whole thing, because then it's gonna turn into a big blob of brown. And I don't want that. I want it to be rainbow. So just the blue spots. One here, oops. And I think I just have these two are my last guys. All right, so there I have my rainbow furry Labubu, and you can see that where the blue creeps into the yellow, it turns green. Where the blue creeps into the red, it turns purple. And where the red creeps into the yellow, some orange is showing up too. So I now have a rainbow furry Labubu.